I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Turn me up, kid, Spiral.
McGregor guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's me. He's like, I can't believe I've seen you right now.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm on the same bus as you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always say that, but even yesterday, I was on the Lewis yesterday. I was going to get a trip. And one guy, it was this girl. I was just on my phone, like, you know, he's like, on the podcast now, he's pure gassed, happy. I was like, it's good, it's a good feeling, bro, because it shows you you're doing something. But I find that funny, bro, that, like, obviously, because you're like the #1 mixed martial artist in Ireland, yeah?
Come on.
#1 mixed martial artist in Ireland, and then obviously you get more clout off TikTok. That's gas, bro.
100%.
How you find it, though?
Yeah, just once you don't start procrastinating and you don't start going like, oh, I made it now. I've made nothing. I'm still on bus 13. So as much as I don't think that and I still train the next day, I'm killed. Train twice a day, I'm killed. Yeah. But have I been training twice a day?
No.
No.
Where were you last night? Ladies and gentlemen, we're on, yeah? Are we in, yeah? Yeah, Grant, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 2 of season 5. If I speak, we got the brother, bless Wedi, in the building. It's a second appearance here since season, I think you were on season 3, was it?
One of them, bro.
No, season 2 you were on, I think you were. Either way, whatever. But how have you been since then, bro? Like, what like, since the last chat I had with you, how have you been progressing in life and stuff like that? We'll start off like that.
Well, great.
Yeah.
As my team, as I always say, I became the #1 martial artist in Europe, in fact.
Europe,
in the
yeah.
UK.
Yeah.
Sorry.
At your weight class, yeah? Or just
I'm my
altogether?
weight class.
Yeah, okay.
But I tell people everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also blew up on TikTok a few times. Now I'm noticed as the Somali McGregor or Ben Williams or... I have a few names, all right, but they know me as the TikTok guy now. It's not the martial artist guy.
Yeah.
But little do you know, I can also fight.
Yeah, 100%. Do you know what I love about you, Eddie? Yeah, like the last time she came, like you said just before, I don't know if we got on shot. It's like, this is nerve-wracking, yeah. What do you find, like, is it the cameras, the lights? What is it that's so nerve-wracking about
No,
this?
do you know what it is?
You're a good talker, bro. You're a salesman, bro.
Yeah, do you know-
I
do you
need
know-
that Wedi energy today, man. We have a lot to get through.
No, do you know what it is actually? Yeah, as I said to you on the first podcast, that
Yeah.
like talking to you, like I've seen you on TikTok myself, and I'm going like, fuck. So bringing me here on a podcast, to me, it's like, that's fucking mad. I'm from the, like, I feel like I'm a fucking professional or something, or so I don't know. It's fucking mad. So that in itself is nerve-wracking. Cameras, I don't really care about cameras.
Yeah.
I'm usually good with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's a professional studio, it's a professional podcast that you have, so yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking, all right, yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. Look, before we get into it, yeah, so obviously, with having you on, I've changed a couple of things, right? So I always start off with what's the gig. So that's basically just like news that's happened during the week, just as a little noise breaker. And then I have another section where I've added like, where I've seen like the guest gets to ask me a question at the end. It's called one question only. You can ask me anything you want and I have to answer it, but that's towards the end, right?
Sick.
So this week's what's the gig. So I know something that you've kind of, after you came on my thing and you were blown up, you had this thing about men. Remember that?
Yes.
A man needs to be this, needs to be that.
Yes.
So that you start training with that first. So what I wanted to start off with is like, did you see Drake with the nails?
No,
nails
I
painted?
haven't seen
You
that.
haven't seen it?
No, haven't seen that. No.
Full set nail painted, bro, pink.
Drake is a guy I actually looked up to, so don't fucking start. Don't fucking ruin the things. Did you see the new fucking thing? The thing that he dropped to Essential C.
I haven't heard it yet. But I
Bro,
heard it's fire.
that's a guy I look up to. So try not to ruin my day so I can continue this podcast, please.
Well, that's it, bro. That's where we're going now. And I've even seen like LeBron. Obviously, the Barbie movie's coming out. I've seen LeBron wearing a pink dress, pink bag. I'm just like, what happened to the man then, bro? So what's your kind of like thoughts on men these days with their nails getting painted and stuff?
Well, you know, I obviously I don't judge people. That's one thing I don't do.
You're allowed to have an opinion, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have an opinion. But me personally, I come from a tradition where you can't afford to do that. You do that, you're in jail for a few months, I'd say, until you correct yourself. So I come from that type of tradition where my actual religion doesn't allow all that. So for me, I have to get used to this, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm used to it right now.
Yeah. No, I just, you know what? I had this argument and whatnot. My job, not to get, because obviously, you know, when you're talking about certain communities, it's heavy. You're not allowed to like have an opinion, but let me tread carefully, right? But my job is one of them jobs that's proper like for them man there, yeah, like paintings on the walls, rainbows, all this, right? So obviously, I'm just being me. I'm like, what's Drake? What's wrong with the man? Them like type of vibe. And one of the lads turned around and was like, no, like there's nothing wrong with it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's how we live in these days and stuff like that and blah blah blah. I'm just thinking, but no, that's not right. Like, someone asked me, well, would you be happy with your son having that? And I was like, No, I wouldn't. I should be able to say that though. You get me? Because
Yeah.
them things there are, that's from my mom,
not
my sisters and
conventional.
all. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, how far in society can we go now? Even I listened to a pod the other day. I was listening to HC pod, Chucky's pod, and they were talking about a transgender man. He's a woman now, yeah, breastfeeding a baby. I'm thinking, brother, you don't have breast, bro. The milk doesn't come out. milk doesn't come out there. You know what I mean? I know Chucky and Power, they were going mad, bro. They're probably like, and then now they're calling it chest feeding or something like that. It's like, it's child abuse, brother. Do you get me? That's proper child abuse. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I'm saying. How far is this gonna be allowed, like, to run? Like, do you get me? What's next for the man?
100%. It's like, even like, I can only talk from my sport and from my perspective.
Yeah.
So even in MMA, there's people that are transgender that are doing MMA and they fight girls. In my opinion, that's not normal, because, bro, at the end of the day, whatever you want to choose, you're a man. And when you slap a woman there, it's not the same. So I think being a transgender in MMA, I don't think that should be allowed. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, that's where we're going to, and we have to adapt.
No, that's crazy, bro. But I had this conversation the other day in work. The lads are watching. They're gonna they're gonna laugh. There's a transgender woman in my job, and I said to the man the other day, she was walking. I said, 100 racks.
Wait, what?
100 racks, would you?
No comment.
No, bro, listen. I said to the lads, bro, I said, bro, it's deep. None of us here, even in this room, haven't got 100 grand between us. 100 racks. Just go tear a pint real quick. You wouldn't do it. Brother.
What's your answer?
No comment.
I won't lie.
No comment.
I won't lie. I think I'm doing it for 10 bags, boys. I'm not 10 bags either. I'm doing it for 10 bags. Listen, before we get, this is a joke, people, before we get in trouble here, right? So come here, like I said, from last, like we spoke, right? You were champion. Are you still champion, yeah? Yeah. So how has your career gone, like, so far since we last spoke? How's, like, have you had many? You've had, like, one title defense, was there? Two title defenses?
Yes, exactly.
So shout to us, how's your career gone so far since we last spoke?
Yeah, as I said,
You still have
I still can't look at things straight. But yeah, no, I became the #1 champion, but like, at the same time, the only thing that grew from the position that I was in, that when I met you about a year and a half ago or a year ago, the only thing that changed was clout now. Now I have a bigger clout. Now, even as a promoter, seeing me is a different, although it's the same guy, also with improved skills, improved everything, I'm just the same guy that has more clout. That has more eyes on now. So that's the only thing that has really changed. But my skills and my everything has improved also.
Just on that, yeah, I want to touch on that. How important is it, especially like coming up? I was talking to Dennis a while ago, you know, your mate Dennis, and he was saying, like, MMA fighters, especially at this level, you don't really making bread like that. Like, it's tough. Do you get me? So how see with, like, your persona, how much is that you just trying to sell yourself, to trying to be more marketable and stuff like that?
100%. So what I came to realization is that many people, and in fact, let me rephrase it, 99% of the audience that watch MMA, they don't want to watch real fighters. They would rather watch two little handbags fight, so-called called influencers. That's what they want to watch. But where I come from, you bounce a knee off someone's head, decapitate someone. That's real fighting. But right now, people don't want to watch these things. What people want to see is, KSI fought Jake Paul. Someone fought, like, these are not real fighters. But Kingpin Promotion are doing such a great job at serving people at what they want to see. They're showing people what they want to see. I think they're doing a great job of doing that. In my opinion, I come from real fighting background. These people they're not really the real fighters.
How was it let me ask you that, because I was meant to have Keane on as well this year, but obviously he was supposed to be the first episode, but he fought 3 days before, so probably just the partying and stuff, and probably just focus. But we'll try and get him again. How, in the gym and stuff like that, yeah, and even with your coach and stuff, how are you, man, looking at, because it's not really MMA that they're doing, it's really just boxing, traditional
100%,
boxing, yeah?
100%.
Are you, man, looking at that and like, these man are getting big piece of the pie, we're out here actually doing the work, we're real, like you said, decapitating, these are real killers. Like, how is your feeling towards these people that are getting these big bags just because they're popular?
First and foremost, you're right, it is not a fight. You have to use 2 hands only. And when you're using 2 hands only, it's a rule you have to follow. If it's a fight, it wouldn't be a fight. These people are not fighters. But at the same time, yes, they're giving people what they want to see, but for me, that comes from a real fighting background.
Yeah.
It kills me to see that I've worked for these years and years and years,
Yeah.
blood, sweat and tears, twice a day training, 3 times a day. My diet has to be on point. I have to cut weight just to fight someone that's the same size as me. Now, to see Ben Williams fight getting 10K for fighting Fabio fucking boxing bag, to me, that kills me. That kills me. Like, as a fighter, how am I meant to react to that? And of course I reacted by, maybe I overreacted. I jumped over the ring. I wasn't happy with what I done, but at the end of the day, that was me reacting. If I changed it, it wouldn't be me.
Yeah.
In my opinion, yes, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah, no, we're gonna. I have a Ben Williams section. Even when I was writing down on my notes, I wrote Ben.
It's
Williams.
not even about Ben Williams.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
No, I don't want to make it about Ben Williams. We have a section on
every
what happened.
influencer. They're all handbags.
Yeah. No, even look at the start. Even with me, when obviously even let me touch on this then, right? In the boxing world, AJ's my guy. Even though he's moving a bit mad. Remember when they used to box his head there the last time?
Yeah.
He was doing a staff a lot. He was like, oh, you haven't got power. He's just moving. AJ's moving crazy, right? But he's still my guy. I remember the stick that AJ was getting because like, oh, he won't fight Wilder, he won't this, and like obviously you're in the game yourself, and it's like with boxing pisses me off. It's like so many promoters ruin great fights. You get me? And now you see Fury now ducking Usyk and now going fighting Ngannou. Now even that annoys me too because like you're claiming you're the greatest, this, that, and that. And, you know, it is bad. I hear it, but it's like kill your division first. Clean your division, and when Floyd's on it, you get me? What do you think of that? What do you even think of that makeup, like Francis fighting thing? Even though he is a fighter, but
I think Francis is gonna lose. I know I'm giving predictions here, but like in my opinion, Tyson Fury is a boxer. Francis is not a boxer.
Yeah.
But it pisses me off more when someone doesn't box. They don't do anything. All they do is create contents. Now, or maybe they're comedians. Fabio D. Fabio D. If you're watching this, that's a camera, right?
Yeah.
If you're watching this. Actually, I'm not going to say it because I'll get in trouble. But you can't call yourself the Black Paddy anymore. In fact, what's that word? Excommunicado from the black community. Right now. I'm telling you now, you're no more the Black Paddy. I am the real representative, especially when it comes to fighting. So, yeah, dispatch yourself now.
Let's get a little John. While we're on it, let's get into it. So, obviously, Kingpin Boxing, they put on a great show here in Dublin. Before we get into that, what did you think of the other fights? Like the Irish lads all won. Keith had a good victory against your man Aaron, is it?
Yes.
And then Keane also won his fight. What did you think of the night as a whole? Even though I know you got booted out, but like, did you get to watch it back?
Yeah, no, I watched it. I think it was a great show.
Yeah.
The atmosphere was next to none. The amount of people that actually paid their money.
Sorry if I couldn't cross you. I didn't know there was so many Brazilians in this country, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were
just supporting the guy at the end that fought Kenny. They were supporting. I think there was another girl that fought as well.
Yes,
bro, they're crazy. Yeah.
Everyone came up. Did you get me? I thought the atmosphere was really good. The promoters put it really, really well. I feel like the fights I didn't get to. As you said, I didn't get to watch after the first fight. I was built out, but I heard like Kiefer done really good. Knocked your man down. Showed why he's a fighter. Kane also won. It was great fights, great fights. But my only problem will always remain with that first fight that we've watched. Now, I have no problem with Ben Williams, and he did good from a boxing perspective, and from when you watch it, the shot selection that he landed on Fabio D was great. You can't take anything away from the kid. He's a smart kid. I really like him. Yes, if he fought me, could it be a different story? Yes, but I can't knock what he's done. He's a really good kid. And what surprised me was when I actually jumped over the ring, I walked towards him and I could see in his face that you see it in a real fighter. He didn't crumble. He looked at me and he just stood his ground. I respect that. I really respect that about Ben Williams.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because for me, like, as I know both of you, I'm good with both of you, and obviously there's no bias between, and I would like to see that fight, of course. But what? Because obviously on your TikTok, Ben Williams. That's why every time I message you, I always say that. Where's that started from? Like, why do you want to battle with him so much? Is it because obviously because in his head he's like, you're doing it for clout, and you want obviously clout off his name, or is it like if you get to him, it'll get you like project you to bigger things as well? So what is it? What is it that so much that you want to fight Ben Williams?
I just wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Simply. You have what it takes. I'll fight you. Simply. So that's how it started. I wanted to fight him. I called him out. He didn't want to take the fight. But respect where it's due. If you go through them ropes, even Fabi D, as much as I'm slagging him, if you go through them ropes and fight, you'll earn my respect.
Fighters always say that.
100%.
Yeah.
And it takes balls to do that.
Yeah.
So I respect him, and I totally understand that from engaging with him, even in that scenario, I take big things out of him, you know?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean if we fought, I wouldn't slap their ears off him.
I wanted to ask you, right? See, Ben obviously came up here and I asked him about you, and he said, okay, it's because you don't have enough clout. He wants to fight this Ed Matthews guy and stuff like that, blah, 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 yeah. But for me now, looking at Ben, even after fighting that fight was disgraceful. Not on his part, fighting Fabi D. He's clear, even with me, like, people want me to fight. I don't even want to fight that guy anymore. Like, no, bro, I'm not even trying to be, my little brother Jess would kill Fabi D. He's 18. No, Jess would kill Fabi D. Dave has a brother, I think David's brother's 15.
He cannot represent the black community.
David's brother's like 15, 16. No, he can't. David's brother's like 15, 16. Brother, he was doing all this, like, shuttling and all. And Ben hit him just 2 raps into the shoulder. I was like, brother, it was the fourth thing. The fourth thing, and the referee was holding us. I was like, brother, what are you doing, bro? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, look, not slating, I know, because people are gonna go at me for saying this, whatever, yeah? It's like, at the end of the day, you're a grown-ass man, do you get me? Ben's 19, he's a kid. Yeah, you're not a fighter, but there's some way, I'm not a fighter. I can defend myself, do you get me? I can defend, look, you asked me earlier, if someone slapped me, missus, a 19-year-old, I getting their ears slapped off. You know what I mean? Like David, the same. He's gonna protect his missus, protect his own. The guy? Listen, not to bring family into it, but he's a family man. Yeah. You're supposed to. You're the head of the house. How you protect your family?
Yes.
So if 19-year-olds are rolling with your house now, is this what you're gonna be doing? Shortly? How you gonna protect your girl and your children?
Actually, Fabi D, if you're watching this, if you're looking for one-to-one personal training,
I'll get sent to him.
I can really, really help your life. And next time, I think what we want is from you as the black community. I'm not the leader or that, but I'll speak on behalf of us. If you really want to learn how to fight and actually prove us that you can fight and retain your name, Black Paddy, then you can come to me and I'll help you. So I'm actually doing you a good favor here, because after that fight, I swear to God.
Nah, bro, it was
after that fight.
Bro, it was disgraceful. No, but back to the question though. So say he's saying you don't have enough clout. So what do you say to the? Here's your chance to respond there.
100%. He's right.
Yeah.
If I was him, I wouldn't want to fight me, bro.
Yeah. He's saying he doesn't gain that. You gain more from fighting him.
100%.
Yeah.
He knows that. He's only gonna gain one thing: a broken jaw if he fights me, and that's just as simple as that. I don't have a name the way that he does. He's calling out. What's the guy's name that he's calling out?
Ed Matthews.
Exactly.
England,
so he's doing the right thing if I was him. But I want to fight him if he wants to fight me. But I have no problem with him. I think he's a good kid. I think he's a tough kid. He had a really, really good fight. Although it's against some dosser, he still won the fight.
No, I want to see him.
He's done what he had to do.
Yeah.
So, and everything that he does, I wish him well. He's doing really good.
No, he is. He's smart. Like I said, 19, business acumen is sharp. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't know if you don't work outside of, you just do your PT, innit? Yeah, that's my goal as well. I want to do this full time and like be a full-time content creator and stuff and be here doing shoots and stuff. I don't want to be blading working 9 to 5 and all that. And he's living that right now at 19. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I really rate and admire him for that. And obviously then he's a fighter as well. But I want to see him now. He's fought Conor Ryan. Respect to Conor, he's not a fighter either. Do you know what I mean? You had that fighting. I wouldn't even call that a fight. That was a fucking train. That was a punching bag. That was. You know what I mean? And now I want to see him fight someone credible. I'd love to see that fight. He needs to fight someone credible now.
Do you know what?
I think he wants to take over, right? He's saying, I want to take... No, fight some fighters here. Then, like, cement yourself here. Then go over and do the UK thing. Do you get me?
Actually, shout out to Collie Mahan and Craig Cogley. And these people, they always humble me, right?
Yeah.
And one thing they said about Ben Williams was, the kid can actually box. If he actually trained properly, he could literally take that as a career and be really good at it. Now, could he beat me? It's a different story. But I think he's a really good boxer. And I feel like me and him, it wouldn't be a mismatch at all. It's not just that I'd go, I do martial arts. I do MMA, where there's knees, elbows, punches, kicks. It's a different range. It's a different look. There's a threat of takedowns. So when you tell me, okay, you can't use your legs, you can't use your hand, you can only use your 2 hands. No elbows, no knees, no grappling. You're also taking me out of my game. So it's definitely not a mismatch. But I feel like my peripheral vision, these eyes that got the girl that I have, trust me.
I was gonna ask you. So what? Just to finish on that, this Ben Williams section. What weight would it be at though? You might not stay. He's heavier than you, is he?
He would be heavier than me. Yeah.
Yeah. So what weight would you want to fight at then? It'd have to be a catch weight, would it?
Would it, yeah.
What weight you fight at?
Well, I fight 70 kilo.
70 kilo. And what do you reckon Ben is in the 80s?
He looked small compared to me. He is big though. He's broad. He's definitely not as tall as me. So I don't know what weight it'd be, but I don't mind taking it anywhere. It could be at any weight if he wants to fight. I don't want to pressurize the kid, but if he wants to fight, it could be anywhere. But if he doesn't want to fight, I wish him the best of luck. Honest to God, he's a savage kid.
I think you're at because I was expecting this conversation to go a bit different. I was expecting it to go the way the TikToks are and the way like you obviously remember you sent me that video. You're not promoting this. It's just like I haven't really been active on my socials like that, but I'm back active now. But it's like,
well, he's not taking the fight, right?
Yeah, no.
So no matter how much breath I waste here trying to promote the fight, he's never gonna take that fight. Business wise, I see what he's seeing, and also why would you fight me? It's a scary place there, and I feel like he'd rather fight Fabio again.
Credibility though for me. Cause he's not gonna.
Well, Ben Williams, if you want the credibility, you hear the main man himself.
No, for me, look, because I don't do the lick ass thing, Wedi. Like, I'll like, great guy and all that, blah blah. But I want to go in there now. You're a boxer. You've been boxing. You had an injury, like you said up here, blah blah. Even if he does fight, because Ed Matthews, I think Ed Matthews guy fought Blueface, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he? Yeah.
Did you get sparked? Did he?
What did he do? He said to Blueface that if you win this, whoever wins this fight gets the fucking board or something.
Something to wear a chain. Or he took Blueface's chain or something, was it?
No, he put his board up on the line, and then Blueface sparked him, and everybody was like, "Yo, is he gonna get the fuck Blueface's board?" Ed Matthews' board.
Yeah.
So Blueface, I don't know if he fucked Ed Matthews' board after.
No, I doubt it. No, I doubt it. But it's like I said, you need to fight. For me now, you need to rate. You need to fight someone credible. Do you know what I mean? Like, test yourself. Do you get me? So, like you said, yeah, good luck to him. I wanted to ask you though, Wedi, right? See with that, yeah, with the boxing though. You mentioned it. You touched on it a little bit there. You were saying like, what's it called? You get some of your weapons taken away from you. Yeah. How with MMA, especially even with Kiefer like and Keane, how difficult is it to kind of like, when you're fighting just with your hands instead of like using all your weapons? How difficult it is to adapt?
Well, to be honest, Kiefer and Kane are actually, they're strikers. So they're naturally strikers. That'd be their most gifted. That's where they're gifted at, really. And they've done it for years and years and years. Is it different? Yes, 100% it's different. You're telling Kane and Kiefer not to use elbows and knees. That's mad. But they can still manage to do it. Why? Because they're real fighters. They come from the background of like I'm pretty sure any of them could go in with no legs. This ACL tore, meniscus this side fucked. They'll still go in, do damage. They'll still, they have that mindset. They're not influencers.
Yeah.
These people that I'm seeing right now, they do a few content creation and they feel like, listen, we're going to get, I'm pretty sure, how much do you think Fabi D got for that fight?
I was saying about 2 to 3 to 4 bags. Yeah, about up to 5K, I'd say. About 4 bags, yeah.
Trust me, at least he's going to get new Skechers off that. You know what I mean? Like, the fella didn't even fucking put his mind into the thing to even come with boxing shoes. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm not a boxer. I've never fought boxing.
Yeah.
But you can't float in with Skechers, mate.
No, you can't. No.
And then he's getting punched around and he's lifting his leg like he's doing Muay Thai, mate. You know what I mean?
No, I fully understand. Like, people are probably watching this, the usual, like, people, this is hating and all that. I think this is fighters right across the board from your level all the way up to the top where they're like especially in boxing where Jake Paul's making millions fighting Anderson Silva, who's like nearly 50. He's fighting the Ben Askrens, these Tyrone Woodleys. They're getting the big bag, and then someone that's actually been training at this walking since they were 6 years old, all the way up, and they're not getting bread. You get me? So I do understand the frustration. I wanted to talk to you about your coach, bro. I see even lately a lot. You have a good relationship with Coach Kavanagh, yeah. What's he like with you? Like, what kind of game has he been giving you recently? Like, being in your head. I want to kind of just get into the mindset side of things. Like, how has he been for you in your come up in the MMA game?
Yeah, John Kavanagh is like a mentor to me. He's the type of coach that'll say 2 words, literally 2 words to whatever you ask him.
Yeah,
but they would be the most accurate thing that he can give you. So it's like, let's say I'd be like I remember saying, "Oh, John, how do I do this? Like, let's say, like, I want to do this. How do I go about these things?" He'd be like, "How do you feel?" And then you'd be like, he makes you think about things, and you're like, "Oh, I feel like it's that way." He'd be like, "That's the one." Or if it's not the one, he'll make sure he'll make you solve the problem, and he'll come to like 2 words. These are the 2 words that. So I think he's one of the smartest coaches to ever grace earth. Honest to God, he's one of the smartest coaches, and I mean it all my heart. I think he changed my life completely. So shout out to John Kavanagh.
Well, he like that. Yeah. What's he like with you with your antics on social media? What's he like with you when you're
Listen, he's not a big fan of what I say, but one thing he'll sure do is he'll guide me. He'll guide me to whatever way I want to go about, and he'll tell me that obviously this is wrong, this is right. But at the end of the day, he can't. You can bring the camel to the water, but you can't make it drink it. So he can't. Half of the things that I do be doing, it's not John Kavanagh influence. That's all I'll say.
100%. You recently were on a trip there with your boy there, Shem, that octagon stuff and all. Talk to me about that one, like his journey as well, his trajectory, and that trip there alone. Like, what's that?
Shem is a bad man.
Talk to me about that octagon. Is that a big promotion? Yeah.
Octagon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a quite big.
Because it's looking, I'm looking at like the way they're doing that backstage. Because I watched the documentary and all that you're doing. It looks sick, bro. Yeah, and you see you wearing it yourself.
Yeah.
So talk to me about that. You were having a bit of banter there with your man. What's the black fella's name? You're saying you'll slap the head off him.
Yeah, Keita. He's actually the double-time champ of the thing. Of the division.
Yeah.
Now he's literally undefeated. He's really good. I remember.
Well, you're going in there telling him you're gonna slap the head off him.
I remember. Yeah, sometimes I get myself in trouble, bro. But I remember walking in and I see Shem. I was like, "What's happening, bro? All good." Actually, I was knocking on the door. I couldn't find where Shem was. So then I end up seeing the guy. So I start, like, naturally as a fighter, you just size everyone up. I don't know why I do that. I like, for me, do I have reach advantage? Is he bigger than me? Like, so I was sizing him up. And then out of nowhere, he said something to Shem. I was like, "Hey, listen, I'm on the lasagna, on the gargle." I actually was eating lasagna at the time.
Yeah, I seen that.
Still slapped the ears off you. The fella could hardly speak English, bro. Yeah, he looked at me like I have 10 heads. I'm like, "What are you looking at? What?" And then there was a moment in my head where I'm like, "Bro, if this guy catches you once, you're sleeping."
Forget, yeah.
Maybe Shem is. I'm like, "Oh yeah, Shem is here. It's good." At least there's still was, but there's about 5 of them. So
I'm glad you said that though, because you ever see sometimes people think fighters are hard, man. I think fighters are getting nervous as well.
100%.
I see that, like you said there, like even I'm like you, bro. I think I can slap the head off everyone. But
Yeah.
You know, these days though, ever since you MMA guys, I used to be on my Instagram. Everyone knows nobody can slap me. I used to always do that, but I don't do that anymore because Kiefer follows me. Keen, you, Shem. I don't do that anymore. But still, I do my mind. I'll slap the head off anyone. You know what I mean? But it's just like one of them mindsets. It's just like, oh, I'm not afraid of anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, not to get too religious around it. I even said to the missus earlier on
100%.
about something. I just I fear God. That's the only person I fear. I fear God and my parents. Get me? Because your parents are your God on this earth. What my mom tells me, anyways. So yeah, man. So you're in there. You're saying you're gonna slap the head off, but there's elements of like, if this,
I think that's what people. That's what people mistake.
The
like,
perception that he's all hard, man.
Yeah, exactly. But no, bro. Like, there's days that sometimes I actually walk around with like, before a fight. There was one fight specifically against Lewis Byrne. Actually, it was for the title. My first time for the title, and I remember my best mate Dan O'Coughlin. He was literally like treating me like a baby because I was that nervous before the fight. I'm like, what if all the things that I worked with, if I get denied, if I can't do it, what if you feel like your legs can't even walk? You feel like you're jelly trying to even walk to the cage, and it's like, what if my cardio gives up? What if I get caught? Like, you have all these thinking in your head. So that's why when I walk around town, and listen, I be walking around town and some paddy from fucking Coolock comes out, "Yeah, what's happening, bro? You do MMA, yeah?" And then he's about to knuckle touch me and boom, he knuckle touched me like that, mate. I'm not that hard, bro. I do a bit of MMA, but that doesn't mean like I'm made of steel, mate. You know what I mean? You come from behind me, boom, catch me, I'm gone. I'm like everyone else. A street fight is completely different. But MMA gives you that confidence. You carry yourself like you're the one. In my case, it done me too much of a favour. You have that as well, I have to say, bro. Wow. You have that as well. You carry yourself really good, and I have to say,
appreciate that, bro. You have to. Listen, you know, listen. It's not. It is bragging. It is what it is. But you just know. You know when you know you're the guy. I know. I know. No, when I walk in, even yesterday, I thought that when I walk in, everyone's looking, and it's like I look fresh as well for me. Can I show what the pearls are on? I'm just like, I just know, but it's like, but I don't use it in a way like I think I'm better than anybody. This is just me. I know I'm doing is good, and I'm trying to. My whole stick on this is inspiration, bro. I mean, you come from a council estate where like you're told go to college, or people are on the dole, or people are selling drugs. It's like, okay, this is a lame way. Being funny, being talented. It doesn't have to be a podcast. I have artists coming on. You yourself, you're a fighter. There's lads that do MMA down where I know. You have fucking other podcasters. Just other lame ways into being something in life. Do you know what I mean? And try and be confident. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like the world these days, bro. So many people. All you hear about is mental health. I hear even sometimes, bro. I having this conversation on walk the other day. You'll get like someone like that, your man, that fucking pedo. What's his name? That done what's his name with the white hair, the ITV with Molly. What's his fucking name? He was married now, but he came out gay like after Anyway, right? we'll get. Do you know what I'm talking about? Phillips fucking Schofield. Yeah. Phillips Schofield.
Shit. The guy that was in the Prison Break, wasn't he?
No, not the guy in Prison Break. No.
Okay.
He does like.
You're ruining too many people on me there, bro.
No. He does the morning show with Holly Willoughby, and he's obviously grooming this kid, blah blah blah. And then he came out, my mental health, and then people are giving him kind of a pass online. Do you get me? I'm just like, brother, this nigga is touching kids. He's using mental health, and another one as well. A news anchor came out. Now he's coming out with mental health as well. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But obviously people are going through it. People are going through. But then I always say this is like, the sun's gonna come out the next day. You need to get up and start finding ways of fucking not manning up, but like starting to recover from it. Do you get me? And that's where I come in, where it's like, what I'm doing, trying to make people laugh and trying to inspire people and trying to make people happy, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
and
the world is sad. Everyone's sad, bro. But it's just
exactly.
like,
And I feel like that's one of the main things that fighting helps you with, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you're down moments, it's not just about fighting. Let's forget fighting for now, yeah? Let's say my girl breaks up with me and I'm like, you know yourself. Have you ever been heartbroken?
oh, many times, bro.
Have you, yeah?
Just recently,
Okay.
just,
So think of now you're so low and I see people telling me, do you know what? Oh, I don't want to do one. Now, I don't mind you crying for 2-3 days and get your fucking arse up and go. But because you're using these type of reasons to stop you from what you should be doing, I think that's weakness. That's not mental anything. That's just get the fuck up and do your thing.
I had a period of that. I shout out Benny and Kanga. I was going through some shit, even with my daughter, where like her mom was kind of moving mad. Not to get into it too much, but yeah, she was moving crazy. She was basically saying like, oh, you're not gonna see the kid, blah blah blah. It was out of anger, do you get me? But obviously I took it literal because like, obviously the way we broke up, man, it hasn't been great, whatever. So I was just going through a lot of shit, and then going through a lot of shit with my own missus, and I was like, the boys were like, go to the gym. And I was like, I'm going through shit, man. Don't be telling me to go to the gym. Yeah. We kind of had a bit of a back and forth. And me and him going at each other. But no, at the end of the day, if I'm looking at it humbly, he's right, like you just said there, I was being a bitch. Do you get me?
Yeah, exactly.
It is good because I was letting that like stop me from, going to the gym because I was going through a lot of shit. But that thing, you go there, it just clears your mind. You forget everything. Do you know what I mean? Like when I was playing football, bro, it was like any problems that I'd have, that was my safe haven. I just forgot everything. And it's this now. Do you get me? Coming here, like after the pod, we can talk real talk because we can say what we want without people trying to cancel us or whatever. You get me? I love coming up here.
We're definitely getting cancelled today.
No, but I love coming up here though. The conversation with him or Simba could be down there, Cello could pop up, Jesse could pop up, Smiley. I love being in this environment. You get me? So it is. You're right. It is. Get up and just. There's a lame way of getting out your head lost. You get me? You wanted to touch on the what's the king boxing? Was it kingpin boxing? You could be on the next thing as well. So chat to us about that.
Hopefully.
Get the notes out there. I'm gonna let you in this section here. You bring up whatever you want to talk about.
I think we're gonna have to skip into the next question very, very quickly on that one because it's not like nothing I should be talking about.
Oh, yes, you should be talking about. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
But I do think it's a great show, and they'd be very pleased to have me as I'm a character and also can fight. Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah, you touched on. So I want to bring this conversation back, but we had on TikTok Live, me, you, and B Money. Yeah, because I said I wanted to bring it up to you when I got you back on the pod. You touched on what was it that you wouldn't call. You have a missus now because you had the thing with was that your girl, was it? Or that was just a little. But you touched on.
Don't do me like that, bro.
You touched on fucking. You were like, you wouldn't call. What was it? You wouldn't call your girl a princess or something like that, or a queen.
Yeah, I just wouldn't.
Why is that? Why is that? I remember me and B Money were going at you kind of thing.
I know you're trying to catch me on this.
I'm not trying to catch him. Ask you a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I remember on TikTok actually.
Yeah,
This blew up like.
Yeah.
Why I wouldn't call my girl princess? I just think it's so feminine, bro, and I'm just not that type of guy. Now, don't get me wrong. Can other people like you can call your girl princess? I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
But me personally, sitting there looking at the girl, hey princess, I just seem jobless, bro. I can't do it. I really can't. I just rather call her by her name.
So you wouldn't call her babe or nothing. Well, why is it feminine though?
I don't know. It just does. It triggers my heart, bro. Somehow.
Is that the fighter in you, or is that just the man?
No. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fighters that are.
Yeah, Connor calls his the baby. I watched the documentary.
I can mess now. I can be like, oh, how are you, baby? My boo 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 boo. Mess around like that.
So what about when you're cheating? What are you calling her?
Don't talk. I don't even want to talk at that time, bro.
You don't make noise. You don't talk.
Bro.
No nasty talk done. Just grunt it.
Bro.
This guy.
See, I'm the type of guy, yeah.
shit.
The type of guy, I'm blown the back, yeah. I'm thinking of reverse De La Hiva from here, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I can just boom, X card straight to the back take. Bro, I'm telling you, like, even when I'm like, she does be saying half the time, like, when I'm cuddling, bro, honestly, I'm getting in a position and it's like, and I know MMA fighters will agree with me on this.
Yeah.
Every time I'm hugging or something like that, I'm putting head position there. And I'm like, it's a mad place, bro. It's mad.
Yeah.
And you have to be a fighter to understand it.
Yeah.
I can't be in a bed chilling with a human being and I'm not gonna hipscape and just catch it in a triangle. It's madness. I don't know how people do it. So I wish I'm like you lads.
That's fucked up. For me, no, I call her like, I have it on my phone as like wifey. Even though I'm not married yet, but yeah. And then sometimes like princess or babe. I don't think it's
No,
feminine.
listen, I have no problem with it. Like you can go that way. Like I don't mind.
Yeah.
Just you're not one of the lads.
This guy's crazy. But look, I'll leave the floor to you. Obviously, a couple of more questions and we'll bounce out here. But anything that you need to promote or anything like that, what's going on with you? And what's the last question is 2023, what's that looking like for you? Is there fights coming up? Is there
Yeah, first and foremost,
Yeah.
I want to thank you and all the boys, all the production, because you always give me these opportunities, bro. I'm so glad to be here. You don't understand. I love this show. Such a fucking serious. You get serious hits, serious views, serious eyes. I even remember after doing your podcast, I pulled a few chicks, and I think, honest to God, like people, you know where the guy, and you hope they're watching this because they're watching me again. I'm so happy for all that. But what's next for me is I'm gonna make my pro career. So my next step is, whether it's in boxing and kickpin or whether it's in MMA, I'm going to make a move of making that professional walk. And it's been a while. It's been 7 years of hard work. 8 years, in fact, nearly a decade of me grafting blood, sweat, tears. Now it's time to show it. And now it's time for the people that think, yo, this guy's just about TikTok. This guy's all talk. Now it's time for me to prove it, what I've been cooking. So now it's time to show it. So 2023, maybe at the end of, like, let's say December, November, or maybe 2024. That's when I make the professional walk, and looking forward to it.
Off camera, you probably won't tell me now, but off camera I'll ask you anyways what promotion and stuff you're going to be looking at. But yeah, I'm going to, especially in Ireland anyways, I'm going to be going to these bouts, and obviously especially my friends like football, MMA, whatever, I'm going to go and try and support as much as possible. And yeah, I want to see you be successful, bro. Yeah, 100%, because you're a top lad. You're mad. The tournament thingy. You want to play this? Yeah, get a team.
I used to play for Belleville, bro.
We're still registering play. If you want to play,
I don't
get a team. You can bring your own team. Like, we'll talk about that after. Right, so I think, I'm on the meme section now, right, Wedi? So I seen this one this morning. Now look, it's God's Day. We're recording on a Sunday, but this made me laugh, right? So I'm gonna read the meme. So this is Dongo react. So I'm gonna read the meme and we both react to it, right? So give our opinions. But I'm gonna read the meme and the caption, right? So it just made me laugh. It goes, when you find someone that enjoys giving you head, you gotta hold on to them, right? And then the caption goes, which is brilliant. And it actually brought me back as well. I was reminiscing. It goes, this is the greatest advice I can ever give anyone. Losing your best head giver is worse than losing your closest family member.
That's terrible. Carry on, guys.
No, but do you know what I was thinking? I was like, there was a girl before. I used to call her Dyson. Bro. No, I'm telling you now, losing your best head, bro. Bro, I can feel it now, bro. She had me doing S-curls with my toes, bro. You know what I mean? Do you ever have a girl do that to you, no?
I don't think it's as close as that. I don't know. I don't agree with that, bro. I really don't agree with it's the same as losing your closest family.
No, it's not. No, of course not.
I understand what you're saying, bro.
Yeah.
Them toes curler, yeah?
Sick. Have your eyes rolling the back of your head?
Bro, trust me. I just tell them it's just a peripheral vision.
Wedi, brilliant. So this question now is one question only. So you get to ask me a question. You can ask me whatever you want, and I have to answer it. So think carefully. Boy, if you ask me something that someone else asks,
Yes. Okay, this I can only talk to you again from combat sports, and it's a good one.
Okay.
From watching, you watched Fabio D's fight, right?
Yeah, I watched it. Unfortunately.
If you were to fight him tomorrow.
Yeah.
In fact, if you were to fight him right now, few Captain Morgans in you and all going, yeah. And you can only hit him with 3 shots. If you can pick one, the best. What shot do you think would you use?
what shot would I use on him?
Yes.
Just knock him out or just to hit him?
Not to knock him out. You have one shot to land on him. So when you're going, are you ready? Are you ready? You're going to throw that shot. Which shot would it be?
Uppercut. Send him straight to Jesus. Straight. Just stand him up there. Uppercut. Yeah, man.
Shit, bro.
I love that. I love the uppercut. I remember even...
No, and what makes you think the uppercut? Like, why the uppercut?
Because I just love that shot in boxing. I remember Tyson used to... He my uppercut. I even remember AJ hit Klitschko with that. That's how he knocked him out. You know what I mean? So I just like that. That's my favourite shot in boxing.
Okay, whether he ducks or not, it doesn't matter what he does.
He has no defense mechanism. He be shuttling like that. He just catch one there. Anyways, bless Wedi. You've been fantastic. By the way, I have a live show coming up.
Nice.
Live show, yeah.
Nice.
22nd of November, Civic Theatre. I've announced it obviously because obviously my thing is seasonal.
Yeah.
So episode 1 was shot on Tuesday, and that comes out on the 7th of August. So by the time this episode comes out, tickets will be out on sale. So hopefully to see you guys there.
100%. I'll promote that for you as well, bro.
Yeah, it's on a Wednesday, 22nd of November.
Yeah.
Civic Theatre. It's in Tallaght, my home.
Yep.
Have to have him there, yeah. Have a live show, bro. So
Sick, bro.
I'm
Looking
gonna
forward to
have a whole hood show, but it's gonna be like full of like, you know, games, giveaways. I'm gonna give away a couple of, like, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Some couple of surprises there and there. And I'll be announcing as I go along. I have a good host coming on as well. Some of the man them from the hood are gonna be doing some stuff, DJing for me and stuff like that. So
Sick.
It's basically a session, right?
yeah, it's on a Wednesday now. It's on a Wednesday now. So yeah, it's a midweek thing.
Bring your own beer?
They're gonna have. I think there's a bar there. There's a bar there. Yeah. So we'll build it up. We'll build it up.
You only niggerly a minute on beer, right?
Bless Wedi, thank you so much.
Appreciate
Share,
that, bro.
subscribe, Spotify, all that rugby's, all that bollocks. Well done,
Yes.
thank you. Bless.
Had to be a bit more